Jeff, it's nice to see you. I'm nice. I want to start a platform just for guys. And Ellen can join us. I'm not going. It's too fucking wet out and everything, and I figure I'm not doing anything, and I love you guys. I'm just I don't want to. I was getting a little upset. My discussion got misinterpreted, I guess. Ellen Unger, sausage party, a sausage. No, I'm just saying. I don't know. I love my cousin. I hate to see him withering away and dying. You should see how he lives. It's terrible. And what am I going to contact? My uncle was dying, living like Howard Hughes. The place was filthy. His beard had grown. My cousin wasn't taking care of him because he doesn't take care of himself. I had to watch my uncle die and wither away in his own home till he died. The ambulance took him. But I tried to get him to skilled nursing. I watched my uncle wither away in filth. And now my cousin's doing the same thing his father did. And I'm trying to get him out of this snap. So I thought maybe some of my friends on here could just say, hey, just starting to follow you. I know your cousin Jerry wanted to tell you he loves you and I hope stay good. You know, reach out to your family. Because my cousin Susan and I want Sean to go to the cemetery with us. On my mom and Uncle Francis's birthday. They're two of the last siblings. My Uncle Bobby's still alive, Susan's father, but he lives down in Florida. Bob McNellis. My cousin Susan lives in upstate New York. And, she's my cousin. I love her. And we hate seeing our other cousin do what Uncle Eddie did. I need an intervention. I don't know how to. Is there a social worker in New York I can go to? A priest? I don't know. That's all I think I'm going to have to walk away. There's nothing I can do. My mom said the same thing. It's been too many years. It's hard to watch someone live like that. But it's not just that too. He's had his neighbor, his tenant, get on and send me TikToks, um, antagonizing me, taunting me. His neighbor, who he says he's going to leave every of my uncle's stuff to. I say, well, I don't care. Go ahead, leave it to him. That's not bad enough. This guy is, a Trump person. My cousin's a Trumper. They're all Trump. They, love him. They got on TikTok and taunted me. Hey, Dragon Man, what are you doing, Dragon Man? I'm like, oh shit. Taunted me on TikTok. So anyway, maybe it's something I have to let go. I have to let it go, but I can't let it go. Trying to move. I'm not letting. I'm asking him to go to the cemetery with us. He's disrespected my mom. I'm not talking about beating him up. I'm talking to you guys. I'm being nice. I'm being nice. I mean, intervention. It's called an intervention. When SWAT team comes to your house because you threatened your brother, like my cousin did, the SWAT team shows up at your house. What do? They remove all your weapons because they think that you're not right. Thus is what happened. Like I'm doing an intervention here. He could live for another 5 years. I mean, you need an intervention, man. Anyway, enough of that shit. He was disrespectful to my mom. He called uh, my mom. He thought I went in and took something his. I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about. That Uncle Eddie had shit everywhere, and there was a book that my great uncle wrote in, who was with Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders, and he wrote about this. It was in a leather binder. That was mailed to me. I never took that from him. It was mailed to my mom. Um, he thought I took something from him, and it was like almost like he made it up and accused me of. Have you ever been falsely accused of something? It's like the worst thing in the fucking world. Told me, started yelling at my mom. It was. This is 2 years ago. I've let it go. You can't even. I reprimanded my nephew in my own kitchen for saying, calling me a leech, because he probably heard it from my sister. I grabbed my nephew by the collar right here, and pushed him back against the wall. 15 feet, I walked him backwards until I had his ass against the wall, and I was very close to throwing him out the front door. My mom got involved, fell down. I had my nephew there. Long story short, my nephew and my sister accused me of harassment. I got a harassment charge. You can't even reprimand your own nephew in your kitchen without the law getting involved to some extent. So he's already having a hard time. I'm not going to, you don't get the law involved. You never bring the law involved when it comes to your family. When you bring the law involved in your family, it's over. It's done. I had to drive him to court, my cousin, because they took his firearms away. You can't threaten people. You can't even threaten people today. So I'm trying to be an intervention, and we're talking finances, and I think it's something to talk about. He needs love. He needs to be reached out to. I mean, he needs to be told, you're going to be okay. Right? Come on. Anyway, I'm the only one he's talked to about not being around and dying and ending it. I mean, it's my responsibility to reach out somehow. But everybody's different. Everybody's family's different. I never went to red state. I grew up in New Jersey, Montana. We lived in. I lived in Florida. What red state did you peak in high school? What red state did you peak in high school? Did you mean to say peak, or are you saying something else? Yeah. No, I was there. I was there for my cousin who was threatening his brother. In fact, I thought someone had taken him out. I was on the phone with him. He goes, "I got to go." And the door was. I heard boom, 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 boom on the door, and I thought, man, someone's going after him. And he never got back to me for 3 days. Come to find out, 19 NYPD SWAT team were at his door because he made threats against my other cousin, who's a cop, and my other cousin wasn't going to put up with that shit, being threatened. So he called the police. My cousin's a retired cop too. And what happened? My other cousin, who's suffering, was taken away, put in jail for 3 days. I had to go to court with him to get him out. I did, me. So, I mean, you got family that's freaking off. You got to intervene. That's all. It wasn't threatening me. He threatened his brother. He threatened his brother. Sherry West Bay. It's always good seeing you, Sherry. But yeah, Titan Brew was right. Jeff said, I don't know. I mean, I can't say Titan Brew's right. I love Jeff, but, you know, disrespecting your mom, that's enough for me to leave it behind. Probably Jeff is right, because there's only so much you can do to correct it. It's done. What's done is done. Oh, Jeremy, man, who else was served here? I was in an air medical evacuation squadron. That's what I did during the first Gulf War. And then with my medical training, I worked in Philadelphia in the ER. So my service was civilian in my job, but I was a medic in the Air Force. Becca, is Rebecca here? I will. I will. Well, there's not much I can do about it, so I am going to move on. But I'm not. I can't. I'm not going to let it. I have to contact somebody over there. I'm going to go to a priest. I'm going to go to my grandmother used to go to Our Lady of Angels in Bay Ridge. So I went there with my Uncle Bobby too, and my mom and dad. Um, I'm going to go see a priest and talk to the priest about it. Maybe they can get two or three priests, a social worker, maybe a priest and a social worker can go talk to him. Maybe they'll bring some holy water and sprinkle on his ass. But I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to reach out to the clergy. Oh, I was going to tell you when my uncle was dying, he's retired NYPD. He's on the block. Everybody knows he's withering away. Howard Hughes beard, houses in a disarray. He looks disheveled for a long time, months and like 2 years, living like that. Where's the retirement community with the NYPD? Don't they have social services or a chaplain and people that they can turn to? You would think. I didn't get any feedback with that. I looked into that. You would think that if you served 20 years in the New York Police Department as a fireman or a police officer, my uncle was a police officer, you think there would be people that would intervene and be there for you. He called me twice a week for 2 years. I didn't know he was Howard Hughes at that time. And when I finally got involved, I couldn't believe the state that his house and he was living. And how come no one was there for him? How come the city of the Brooklyn, how come the borough of Brooklyn didn't have social workers reach out to a retired cop who was struggling? Why? I mean, I think this is it's a healthy dialogue to have. It opens up other discussions. Do they care that little bit about the well-being? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. So it wasn't like 911 wasn't called and they were there, but they can only suggest. They can't handcuff you and put you in a skilled nursing home. But no one was there. I was expecting to see a chaplain from the police department. Some. Our job when I was a medic, we show up at the base Friday afternoon, get there, early on a Friday, and then we would take off after a pre-flight briefing. We would hop on the aircraft and fly to Andrews Air Force Base, pick up supplies at Andrews Air Force Base and any other passengers, and then we'd fly to Germany. And then we would spend Saturday in Germany, and then Sunday morning, early, 5 a.m., post-flight briefing, and go over all the packs, they call them packs, but passengers we were going to have, and patients, who was going to be assigned to who, how many patients there were, where they were going to be located on the aircraft, any safety concerns, who was going to be in what area. And then we would take off from Germany and fly to New Jersey and land Sunday night. So it was an easy job. I was never in harm's way. I was never in down country. I never was in a battle. I was never in harm's way. I was never we fly Friday night to Germany, spend Saturday in Germany, have a nice day, and then Sunday morning we bring the people home. So you leave Friday night, you come back Sunday night. We used to leave Friday before the sun set, and we would land Sunday before the sun set. In fact, most of the time when we landed, came home from Germany and landed in New Jersey, we always landed when the sun was setting. It was a great mission, and I worked with great people, a lot of RNs and medics, and I'm still good friends with my dearest friend I met there. So yeah, and I'm an Air Force brat. My dad served 20 years in the Air Force, and we lived around the world as a kid. I lived in Montana, Panama Canal Zone. I loved being a kid. It was fun living in Panama. Florida, Germany, New Jersey. But yeah, thank you for your service and your friend too. Ellen Unger sharing, she says, Jerry, in my life, I have learned to give it to God, and then you have to keep your nose out of it. Promise that works. Remember through your key, your mind out of God's business. You give it up to him. Yeah, that's probably best. That's the best advice. Listen, you told me to go get my forehead examined. I'll take this, and it's a lot off my shoulders. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to leave it to God. The last thing I said, I was going to get a priest. So I was kind of on the same path as Ellen Unger, but she's smarter and you guys are wiser, and you're seeing it from a different perspective of me. That's why we're my friends. I'm knee deep in this shit. I'm emotionally invested. I have been responded to unkindly, and it's natural for me to want to kind of fix things and figure out how to handle things. You're right. Through your innocent perspective, the best thing for me to do is to leave it to God. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And you just made me feel a lot better today. There was a reason I came back on. I felt uneasy when I got off. I'm going to let it go. I pray for him. I love him. And that's, he knows I love him. I've left him messages. I love you. I've left him a lot of messages. So thank you, Ellen Unger. Thank you, Ellen Unger. Ellen, you're a good friend. I liked how she said, and she gave me a little of this, Jerry, because Jerry, in my life, right, being sincere, you got to take note. Jerry, in my life, I have learned to give it to God. And then you have to keep your nose out of it. And she put capital N, like, don't be intrusive. And I love that. She's telling me I'm sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. And that's okay. A good friend will tell you that. You're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. But I was too close into it. My mom and I were going in twice a week to feed my uncle and try to clean up and make sure he was okay, and finally get him into a skill. It was a thing, and then he died, and it goes on. But anyway, so I'm emotionally and physically vested in it. So I needed you guys to say, okay, step back now. So I'm still gonna go to the cemetery. I guess Susan can invite him. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to exclude him from going. Last time I saw him was at the cemetery. When we buried my uncle. Yeah, Greenwood Cemetery, though, is a beautiful place. My mom and dad they want to be there. My grandmother's there. My grandfather's there. My uncles are there. My aunts. My mom's aunts and uncles. Greenwood Cemetery. It's a beautiful cemetery in Brooklyn, New York. Google it. You'll be impressed. It's very nice. Ellen Unger. Holy Spirit, activate. Ellen Unger, I love you. I haven't read everything everybody's saying, and I'm sure maybe some people have said the same thing you just said, but you are 100% right. I feel such a sense of relief right now. I'm going to continue to leave him nice messages, though, on his phone. Maybe I should send him a card. But as far as, trying to figure this and get this and do that and everything, it's too much. And if I'm very honest, it comes from a place you get choked up about it, get emotional. I feel bad for him. My heart, I feel bad for him. I really do. I feel really bad for him. And it breaks my heart to see someone alone, isolated, and just declining. But I'm going to let it go. Ellen Unger, thank you. All right, that's it. Oh, my God, I feel so much better. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Peppa, love you still. Thank you for being my friend. Still. Hey, listen, I'm just being honest with you guys. I mean, since it's an interesting topic, right? I could write a book about this shit. Oh, my God. You know what's so funny? His tenant is his father's Muslim, who lives next door with his mom, who's American, but the father's Muslim. Is that, the beard and everything. My cousin, who is a Trump lover, his tenant, whose father is Muslim, loves Trump. I mean, they're all fucked up over there. I'm good to just, I don't need to get involved over there. I'll be winding up in jail, getting an argument. Jesus. Thank you, guys. Sherry Westman says, I'm free most days. We'll make it happen. Looking forward to it. All right, you guys are setting up dates. Very nice. Rebecca, we need AI of Jerry using his mom's oven. He's gotten permission. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, the oven? Yeah. No, I got permission to put the heat down on the stove. She did tell me the other day to use the oven. I went, what are you, nuts? They're using the oven now? God, the pressure. And what's the difference between the bake and the other one? Like, I don't know. Does it have to come from the top? Does it come from the bottom? Maybe I don't have enough knowledge about the oven to go there just yet. Do an AI of me on the stove. Now that would be funny. And with a freaking worried look. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. Ellen saved the day. Ellen Unger saved the day. That was a nice statement she made. It was a very nice statement. I will read it again. How did it start? That draw my attention. Jerry, you gotta leave it to God. What's up, Jay? Man who stick nose and punch bowl. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me erase it. I can't. Stop. Put it in God's hands. Peppa Doll said, good for you, Jerry. Your intentions are good, but sometimes we have to love people from afar. That's true. I'm done. I've done enough. I let this take enough energy from me. I'm going to let it go. Christy knows how I am. I had 9 trees taken down out front all day. Trees going down. I put on Facebook that night, I have some firewood that's available. Contact me. I know what firewood I wanted them to take because I was out there. I wanted the nice chunks that were this long, not fucking this long and heavy as shit. So I had this tree taken down, 9 trees taken down, Ma did. I was out there with the cutters all day. They loaded it, stacked it, beautiful cherry wood, this big around, right? This long, nice cuts, like perfect cuts. And I had this project I was going to do with that lumber, that wood. My friend messaged my mom and said, oh, you got firewood? Oh, well, I have people that want some firewood. Within an hour, and it was already getting dark. That's why I did it. Well, the day's done. Whoever contacts me, I can show them what wood they can take. I know what wood I want. So there must have been like 5 cords of wood out there. 5 cords of wood. And I get a message. my mom's like, Jerry, so and so's contacting me about wood. I said, what? Why aren't they contacting me? Why are they contacting you? Well, my friend contacted my mom, and then she contacted her friends, these guys, MAGA people, Ford F-250s, goatees, the guy, right? I'm just saying, they were MAGA men. Sends them over to my house, and it's nighttime. My mom, Jer, there's guys out front. What? I go out front. 2 trucks are parked in front of my house. Yeah, Mom.
I have coffee ready.
Okay, Ma. The workers, it's dark now. The workers are just finishing up, making sure everything's done with the wood, and it was a long day. These guys pull up, don't say anything to me, don't knock on my door. I have no conversations with them. They come over, they have the guys that have been cutting trees all fucking day loading their trucks. The guys that I paid to cut my wood that I wanted, they were taking with the guys loading their trucks. Do you know how fucking nuts that is? I went, whoa, what's going on? Their trucks were already full. Their trucks were full. I said, yo, you got enough. Where did you guys take this from? What the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. It was done. They left. Trucks loaded. They left me all the shit wood that's like 3 feet long, this fucking big, because I knew what wood I wanted. Anyway, I was telling Christy about this, and she's like, Jerry, it happened like 10 months ago. You got to let it go. I'm like, I can't. I want to find these guys. My friend won't tell me who they are, or didn't tell me who. I asked her, I'd like to know who they are. He said, I want reparations. I want to figure this shit out. But anyway, it's another stupid thing in my life. Oh my God, put it in hands. Oh my God. It's a terrible thing to feel violated. That's all I'm going to say. When someone comes and does something to you and you have no say in it, and they just take from you and kind of abuse the situation, it's infuriating. I'm pissed off. They filled both the trucks were full, and the guys that I paid that day were, at the end of the day, helping them load their trucks with the wood they just came to take. Anyway, Jerry, Jesus. Now Rebecca's gonna do a thing with me yelling at guys with firewood. Oh. No, I couldn't stop them. I went out there, their trucks were both filled. I could still hear both of their trucks running. Big Ford F-250s, nice. They were both loaded. Why were they loaded so quickly? Because they had the guys that I paid loading their fucking truck. I'm angry that the wood's gone. I wanted to build a shelter with I knew what I wanted to do. I've seen enough survival channels and stuff. I was going to put most of it in the back, and then I was going to build a little. How much do you think 6 cords of wood? They probably took 6 cords of wood from me. I don't want the wood back. I would love the book. I would love for all the wood back. That's what I would love. Bring the wood back. I didn't give you permission to take it. How do you go over to another man's house with your big ass truck, park in front, see like 7 Mexican guys busting their ass, finishing up the day, and then you tell them it's okay. We were told to come get this wood, and lie to the Mexican guys who they don't think some white guy's going to lie to them. They didn't come knocking on my door and going, Senor Doran, did you tell them that they could have the wood? You would just assume that these people are going to not lie. So then they have the guys that I paid that have been working all fucking day loading their trucks. There's 2 of them. They have to be contacted. If I have to go to small claims court, I will. I just want to know who they are. You know you're doing something wrong. If you go over someone's house and you don't have the balls or the integrity or the common sense to knock on their door and say, hey, we're here. We're going to take some wood. Oh, what? I would have went, no. This is the area you guys can take. Leave this all alone. I had everything figured out. But my friend didn't contact me. She contacted my mom. And my mom, it's late at night. Your mom's at 83. You think my mom's following texts? I have someone that would like that wood. My mom's like, what are you talking about? Well, Jerry's handling that. Okay, well, I'm going to send them over. They said they'll come over now. She told my mom they were coming over now. And my mom was even confused. Contact me. My mom didn't read her text until she already saw that they were outside and they had loaded their trucks. Anyway, stop, man. I'm just, listen, you want to talk about everyday stupid shit that happens? I mean, it's amazing we're not all in jail for stupid shit. I mean, you got to handle things accordingly. And I'm just talking to you. Am I in jail? No. Do you handle things? Do I turn the other cheek? Yeah. Have I in my life? Yeah. But the path to hell and the path to jail are probably filled with good intentions. Just a time to just back off. So with my cousin, I can't do anything else for him. I'm almost thinking even with this wood thing I'm just sharing with you. Maybe this is my way of venting with you for me to let the wood thing go. Because Christy Curls up in Canada, she's like, Jared, listen, we've been friends for a year. You got to let that shit go. And I'm like, Christy, I can't. I feel like these two guys came over to my house and robbed me. And like I'm like a piece of shit. And really got away with, like, we're sneaky. You know, I want to call them out on their shit. What would make me happy? $500 each. I want $500 from each guy. And then I can order my own wood and have a little bit left over for them pissing me off. That'll be the question. Let AI do this and you guys can answer this. What are, well, you can Google it and find out. 4 stacks of wood, 4 yards. And it was the way it happened. That's all. Jesus, I don't know what to say about it anymore. The word of the land. You would. You can try, but it's hard to say that wood is my wood. Jay, thank you. Jay, thank you. You're making me feel better. If you're pissed off a little bit, I mean, am I wrong for being fucking pissed off? I'm pissed off. Then next morning when I went out there, I'm like, oh my God. Like, it was night. It was fucking night when they came over. I mean, my God. Zelda says it's your property. Cherry's saying Yahweh is the only way. Dear God, please tell them. Not you says small claims wouldn't take the taste. Why not? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't small claims take it? I've been to small claims before. I was awarded $500. I asked for 1,000. And that was not as clear cut as this one. I'm gonna disagree with not you. I would say small claims would take this. Reparations for property taken. I don't care about the fucked up communication. She didn't tell them to talk to me. She told them it was okay. Them not having the integrity to pull up on a property and not contact the people living in the house. I don't give a shit how the fuck it happened. It happened. You can attach a monetary amount to what I'm describing. It's not rocket science. You just have to express what you think that amount is. Did it occur? Yes. Why wouldn't small claims take it? I disagree with you. In fact, you're encouraging me at this point. I'm going to pursue it just to show you that you're wrong. Zelda says, how disappointing, disrespectful. Sorry to hear that happen. Thank you, Jerry. Sharing your wood resource with those in need, even when they are being jerks. It's good to let it go when you can. If they were in need, it would be one thing. Can I tell you something? I wouldn't even be having this conversation with you guys if there was some people from like Grapes of Wrath out front taking wood and putting it in a little pickup truck to go home and survive on. I wouldn't get upset at all. The fact that there were two guys out front with Ford F-250s that were gleaming under the lamplight of the street lamp and were really nice vehicles, and they were there and they had my guys loading their truck, pisses me the fuck off. Who the hell were they? Entitled, conniving, opportunists, assholes. You talk to the owner of the house. That's how this all would have been taken care of. Pull in the driveway, ding dong, and ask me. Oh, but they get through a resource or a friend. Oh, you go get wood. Here's where you go. And they come at night. And they have the guys that have been there all day loading their fucking trucks. They are not in need. I would have loved to have given it to people that were just in need. It's the principle. It's the principle. It's the principle. That's all. That's all. But I like your thinking, and you're very kind to think like that. There were 9 trees. How many cords of wood does a F-250, a big one, king cab, long bed, what they put so much wood in their truck? That's why these guys were opportunists. They were standing on wood. That's why my guys had to help them. The guys were in the truck standing on wood. As these guys, they were all smiles. I went out there and go, whoa, 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 whoa. It was like a feeding frenzy. They didn't even, I'm there. They were almost going to ignore me. I'm like, yo, you have enough in you. Where'd you guys take that from? Boom. They left. How much wood can a Ford F-250 with a long cab, how much wood can it hold? And whatever those trucks can hold, that's the amount of wood that was taken. That's what I want compensation for. And if I was being a dick, I would double it just for them being assholes. Until you guys, I mean, come on. Have you guys ever had anything stolen from you, taken from you? How does it make you feel? Oh. All right, let's start laughing again. Let's keep it light. I talked about my cousin this morning. Now I'm talking about firewood. Those are the 2 demons in my head, though. And you're my friends, and I'm just sharing it with you. You don't have to stay. You don't have to listen to me. It's the truth. I mean, we're friends. I'm just sharing with you. I'm concerned about my cousin. I'm going to let that go. This has really been bothering me. I don't think I can let this go. Even though Christy up in Ottawa says I should let it go. It'll make me feel better. In fact, I'm going to pursue it. And then I'm going to ask my friend one more time, does she know the guys who came over? And she'll either tell me or she won't. And if she tells me, I can use that in the report. If not, I'm going to say, well, you got to go talk to her. She told them to come to my house. Jay Lou says, can you tell me how to stop social media addiction? $1,500. $1,500. That's $3,000. Yeah. It was a lot of good wood, man. I'm just telling you, it was just freshly cut. Jesus. Do you see? That's why I feel it was. Oh, it's just a lack of communication. Oh, it's just communication. No, it's not. It's etiquette. It's how you do things. You don't go over someone's home and just start taking things. Rebecca says, someone left my salt blocks, but stole my pink rubber boots. What is this world coming to? D, I think that's a big part of this. Men, however, do this shit to women on purpose. This would have never gone over with Jerry. Unfortunately, what's done is done. Well, she's going to have to go get sued. Terrible, Jerry. I had items and 7 guns stolen, all family hand-me-downs. Robert Rydrick says he had 7 guns stolen, all family hand-me-downs. My dad, when my dad was alive, those trees were abundant and they were overgrown. Nice cherry trees in the front yard, but then they're going into the street. So we spent $1,200 years ago to have them trimmed and such. And now at this point, my dad's gone. My mom says, listen, let's take the trees down. All right. So we find someone to take the trees down. It costs like $2,000. So all day I'm out there with these guys and we're cutting it. I'm telling them where to put it. I know what I want. I know how things are going to unfold. There's nice sweet cuts that are this long. They're very manageable. When you grab a log, you got to have manageable size logs. I mean, I don't know how strong you are. A nice manageable log is around this long, and this big around. It's a perfect size. All day. Right? Then you got the logs toward the base that get longer. And they're this big around. Big difference on how to pick one of those things up. It's a bitch. That's what they left me. They took all the fucking prime wood and left me the shit wood. So my neighbors down the street, my friend Dan across the street on the right, I had, Dad, you want wood? Come get it. Look how big this shit is. And Dan's a young guy. He's a fucking beast. And he came over and he took some. I'm a very giving person. I don't like being taken advantage of. I feel like I was taken advantage of. I feel like my mother was taken advantage of. Communication should never went through my mom. You guys are funny. That's okay. Listen, we're not doing anything on Memorial Day. Let's bitch about things. Share about something you guys are upset at. Oh my God, I've had enough. But it's upsetting. Water bottle. This is an old one. I've had it for 3 years. I just ordered a few new ones. I want to show you the difference. Look at this water bottle. Aren't they pretty? I ordered this, I think it was... I've been doing specials. I've been ordering them in packs of 3. So maybe this one cost me $33. And it's authentic because it says it's authentic. It's all copper. It's all copper. And if you drink out of copper, it's good for your skin, it's good for your eyes, it's good for your heart. Hell, if you drink enough copper, people won't steal shit from you. Stop, Jerry. Robert, I'm sorry to hear that about you, man. That sucks. It sucks to have personal things taken. Stacy Stoltz says, go to jail. Chris J says, that makes it sound like they stole it, Jerry. That sounds a criminal. That's what I'm saying. You just can't let people think, oh, that shit's okay. It wasn't okay. What you did was not okay. What you did was not okay. So there's 2 guys out there with Ford F-250s who know my friend, and they stole from me. And it's been within a year. The statute of limitations isn't gone. So, but I think we had the trees taken down, I want to say August, September. So it was within a year. I'm going to go to small claims court, but I'm going to ask, I want their names, and I got to find that out. Zelda says, still giving it to God while discovering if an attorney's input is assisted. Zelda, you're such a good person, Zelda. Really, you're very kind, very thoughtful. Dean says, Jerry, your mom gave permission without your needs mentioned. What is done is done. Please let go before my mom didn't give her permission. She said, Jerry's taking care of that. My mom did not give anyone permission. My mom is 83 years old. It's nighttime. Anybody that knows me has a hell of a nerve contacting my mother for anything. If I put something up, it's between me and me and me and whoever. Don't contact my mom. She's 83 years old. Everybody gets tired at night. And she didn't give anybody permission. Jerry's taking care of that. That's what was said. Jerry's taking care of that. And who would think, so, I know someone that wants the wood. I know someone wants the wood. Jerry's taking care of that. Contact me. And then to come over at night on the same day, an hour within an hour. Who would have thought? Who the hell would have thought people would come over to your house at night? That's how I know that they must have known they were wrong and getting away with something, because you don't do it at night. You don't go over someone's house at night and start taking shit off the front lawn that's all well nicely stocked and stacked. And then you have the guys that have been stacking it fill your fucking truck. You got to know you're not doing something right. You got to know you're getting away with something. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm going to pursue it. But D, she didn't. I'm only slowing down because D goes, Jerry, your blood pressure. But it's a violation. Bye, Sherry West Bay. I'll find out who they are. I know my friend told them where the food, what it was. They're going to ask her. Just let me know who it was. Let me handle it. I don't need anyone asking you out of court, but they will. This is going to come back to haunt me. I swear to God. Rebecca's going to have a field day with this, and that's okay. My mom made coffee. I'm going to go upstairs and talk to her. She just called down like 5 minutes ago. Anyway, I'll let you guys know what happens. I'm going to find out the two names, and then I'll pursue it. Just a really quick trip to... Have you guys never filled out a small claims court? You go to court, and you fill out your beef. Who are the people? What's the situation? And you go to court. And before you go into court, you go to see a mediator. And a mediator sits and listens. That's their job, to sit and listen. And they'll listen and give you their honest opinion. Well, is what he said true? Did you speak to him? No. Did you talk to his mom? No. How much wood was in your truck? Can you confirm? Well, okay. Well, this is the value, and this is what I think. And then the mediator tells you what she thinks. And then you decide with the other party, is that acceptable? If it's acceptable, you agree upon terms and you get your money. If it's not agreeable, you got to go to court and you let the judge listen to the story. I'm sure they'll be too embarrassed to want to sit through a judge and let him listen to the story. We're going to be in a little room with a mediator, and I get to look at them and go, and I get to tell them what I just told you, but to their face. And that'll be satisfaction enough for me, but then I wouldn't mind a little bit of money because what they did was fucking wrong. So anyway, that's it. Daniel Ramos, Diane Ramos, thank you. Thank you. Ellen Unger, thank you. Cousin situation, Holy Spirit, activate. This, I'll get an answer to this. Take us to the kitchen, guys. Rebecca is wonderful. You want to go upstairs with me with my mom? All right. Oh, I don't know if she wants to see you guys. Oh. Hey, Sid. Cindy, can you say hi real fast?
Yes, hi.
Do you want me to put the fireplace on?
Huh?
You want the fireplace on?
No.
Huh?
Try this coffee right here.
Oh, thanks.
You got it, Mike it now.
All right, thanks, Ma. I've got to microwave my coffee. Hey, listen, I have no trouble hanging out with you guys all freaking morning. You know I love you. Thank you for talking to me about everything. Those are two things I can honestly tell you guys something. Those are two things that have been weighing heavily on my mind for the past 2 months. A lot. I'm blessed I have my mom. She's good now. She's home. That was my primary concern, her being sick. But for the past month, I got to tell you, these two topics, my cousin and this wood, has really been playing hard on my mind. And if I can't talk to you, who the hell can I talk to about it? So I'm going to let go of my situation with my cousin. I'm going to just let him know I love him and continue to let him know that. And maybe I'll send him some cards and stuff, but I'm not going to intervene in any other way. And when it comes to this wood situation, it's upsetting. That's all I'm telling you. Oh, microwave. So what are you guys doing today? It's Pep and Doll says see a therapist. Stop. Pep, I love you. Stop that. Oh my God. No, you don't need a lawyer. I'm not going to get a lawyer. I was at small claims court. It was very satisfying. I'm more prepared now because I've been through it. I let the other parties say things. They let you speak first. So I spoke first in very broad strokes without being angry or revealing too much about the situation. And then they're allowed to speak. And then they say what they want to say. Then you're supposed to finish up. I didn't finish up. And I really could have addressed some things that they had said to really put them in their place. It wasn't worth it because I was awarded what I wanted, $1,000. No, I asked for 1,000. I got 500. And that was fine with me. That was fine with me. I had the satisfaction of being there, and it was a satisfaction of having him hand me money. And if this wood is worth $1,000, I should have $1,000. And they should learn something that it's not okay to go another man's home and just take his shit. That's it. Oh, Lord, my mom has been into the... Oh, Jesus, sorry about that. My mom has been into the...
Hey, Sharon.
Yes, Ed.
Done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm just going to put this in here.
What?
I'm going to just put this in here and sit with you.
You coming out?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. Listen, I can't really go out there with you with my mom. I don't know what she wants to talk about. She wants me to sit with her out there and talk. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for talking to me. Sherry's making... Oh, that sounds good. Have a nice graduation party. I'm going to check in with you guys after lunch around noon. I'm going to come back around noon. All right? Rebecca, I love you. Please don't be so mean. Don't be mean.